So this is a special occasion because you are now officially opening the tourism for this area, for Belgrade. Tell us a few words about why would the Romanian tourists come here and what would they find if they come here?
Belgrade is a tourist destination all year round, but springtime is the time where we traditionally organize the official opening of a tourist season, because in the spring, in the summer and in the autumn months we have the most travelers from surrounding countries, from Europe and the world. We would like to invite Romanian travelers to visit Belgrade because they will have the opportunity to experience a lot of culture, a lot of history, great, fantastic gastronomy, very rich and diverse event calendar, because Belgrade is known as a city with as many events as the day in a year. So whenever you decide to come, there will be always something going on, open air festivals, different events on many locations in the city. We have recognizable tourist attractions which are worth visit. Lots of beautiful places for strolling around. Our heart of the city, epicenter of the city, is a walkable area, so we offer an enjoyable city break.
This is a special occasion for you, but I would like to ask you, why would the Romanian tourists come here? What would they find in here? What would they enjoy the most in your city?
Yeah, that's the question I'm answering on 18th of May in Timișoara, because Tourist Organization of Belgrade, together with Tourist Organization of Serbia, is presenting Serbian and, in my case, Belgrade destination to Romanian people in Timișoara. And that's what we do, what we used to do in years prior to COVID. And now we are again re-establishing that good practice that we often go to that part of Romania because it's very close. It's 180 kilometers from Belgrade. That's one thing. And the other thing is that we have very strong ties, cultural and others. And we like to visit each other. Why Belgrade? I explained to those people just a couple of minutes ago. Belgrade is in the center of Balkan region, and you cannot miss it. You just cannot miss it. Being on the crossroads of our peninsula, it means that we are under influence for a couple of thousand years. We are influenced of all the people and all the travelers, even in ancient times, that passed through Belgrade. And they're just bits and pieces maybe, but again, it's very precious to us because I think that everything that this part of Europe is and was could be found in Belgrade. Maybe not in person, maybe not always in archaeological sites, but nevertheless in that spirit that runs Belgrade for a couple of thousand years now. So we are known to as people who can make great atmosphere. We have good music, we have decent restaurants, we call it kafana, and we are typical. Everything that comes to Belgrade or through Belgrade always have a scent of what Belgrade is. And we keep it, we cherish it, change it a little bit, and that's Belgrade. Belgrade is a very eclectic city. And I mean, every part of Europe or every part of the world you come to Belgrade. When you come to Belgrade, you can always find bits and pieces of your culture, maybe of your cuisine, for that matter, here in Belgrade. I mean, I'm all of my life I'm living in the city, and quite too often I was in neighboring countries. For instance, and I'm mentioning now Timișoara. I used to go often to Timișoara. It's very similar, but again, it's a little bit different. Likewise, when people from that region, from Romania, come to Belgrade, it's very similar, but again, it's different, just enough to be interesting.
Turiștii care vin în Belgrad au la dispoziție puțin timp, mai ales dacă vin cu o navă de croazieră. Noi, de exemplu, venim și stăm o zi și jumătate, două. Dacă ar fi să faci un plan pentru o zi și jumătate sau două, ce poți să faci aici ca și turist? Ce ar fi indicat să vezi într-o zi, jumătate sau două?
Se vizită întâi cetatea Kalemegdan, care nu este așa de departe de navă. Cetatea Kalemegdan cu parcul Kalemegdan, la fel și zona pietonală, care este foarte aproape de cetate, Catedrala Sfântul Sava, neapărat, Biserica Sfântul Marco și Catedrala Veche Sfântului Arhanghel Mihai. În centru se poate vedea și clădirea Patriarhiei, Palatul Princesei Iubița, clădirea Parlamentului Serbiei, ca și Palatul Vechi, unde se găsește și primăria și președinția.
Vii în Belgrad. Ce este bine sau ce este local să mănânci? Ce recomandați să mănânci?
Sunt multe specialități gastronomice care, hai să zicem, dacă mergeți în Skadarlia, partea boemică Belgradului, acolo se mănâncă foarte bun grătar. Este o gastronomie foarte apropiată de gastronomia românească, dar în un fel puțin mai diferit.
Catedrala Sfântul Sava din Belgrad a fost construită începând cu anul 1940. În timpul războiului și mai ales după război, ea a rămas la nivelul de fundație. Așa s-a întâmplat până în anii 90, când a reînceput construcția ei. Până nu de mult, a fost cea mai mare catedrală din Europa. A fost întrecută doar de Catedrala Mântuirii Neamului din București. Chiar și așa, ea rămâne una dintre catedralele de referință în Europa, atât prin imaginea ei impunătoare, cât și prin povestea ei, care este una destul de tristă. Pe acest loc, Sinan Pașa a fost cel care a dat foc moaștelor Sfântului Sava. De aceea a fost aleasă locația pentru catedrală și tocmai de aceea catedrala îi poartă numele Sfântului Sava. Pentru BizPLUS, Adrian Boioglu.
Suntem la Catedrala Sfântul Sava, care se găsește pe colina Vraceară, Belgrad. Este o catedrală cea mai mare ortodoxă în lume, împreună cu Catedrala Neamului din București. Catedrala Sfântul Sava încă nu este terminată. S-a pornit cu construirea catedralei în anul 1990 și încă durează construirea catedralei.
We are now in the civil stronghold, the wider city center of Minațium. In front of us, remainings of public baths, Roman thermos, very important place in any Roman town. They came literally every day here to take care of their personal hygiene, look and health. They came here to relax, enjoy their free time, place of a Roman hedonism, and also place of a social life, business meetings, political meetings, and basically just hanging out with your friends. Let me now explain what we can see here and how do they enjoy the thermos. This is the place of a main entrance. On the left, on the right, waiting rooms and dressing rooms. After that, they're going to this room in a square shape. That's the place they're paying a fee, a ticket. And the ticket was symbolic, so everybody could afford it. The value of today money is about 40-50 cents. After that, they're going to pools. You can see 5 different pools with different temperature of water. The first one on the left side is a pool with cold water, frigidarium, then 2 pools with mild water, tepidariums, and the last 2 with hot water, caldariums. So they're first going to the pool with the cold water, then from one to the another, to the hottest one, the biggest one on the left corner, and then backwards from the hottest one to the coldest one. Roman domus, Roman aristocratic villa, and the example for this one was the villa discovered in Pompeii in Italy. And this is how the summer villa, the summer house of a Roman officer, land or slave owner used to look like. The typical form of it is the inner courtyard called atrium, and then the hall face and the rooms on the side of that atrium. This kind of villa is called the Villa Rustica, and this is a scientific center of Minațium. The group of 25 scientists are working on this modern project, so we can find their private rooms here, workshops, labs, offices. In front of us is a museum, left from the museum library, and in this corner Roman restaurant. They're making authentic Roman cuisine in there by Roman recipes, so you can try Roman lunch or Roman dinner. You have to make reservations first. Interesting thing about their cuisine, aristocratic, wealthy people like to eat watermelon with black pepper. It's very odd combination. You don't have to try it, I try it. And the other thing is a sauce from the fermented fish called garum. How they're making garum? In a big amphora like this one. First they put a layer of sea salt, then sea fish and herbs, all the way to the top. They put the amphora on the sun for a month or 2 to get rotten and fermented, and then they're putting few drops in every meal. The smell of that sauce is something special.
O vizită la Belgrad se încheie întotdeauna cu un program folcloric local pe nava Diana. Cum vedeți acest oraș și cât de primitor este el pentru turiștii care vin aici la bordul navei?
Bună seara! Toți turiștii noștri s-au simțit și se simt foarte bine în tot programul pe care îl oferim la Belgrad. Sunt încă multe obiective pe care le vom introduce pe parcurs în program. Cred că va deveni o atracție, cum anul trecut am avut atracție Perla Mării Negre Odessa. Cred că în acest an Belgradul va fi o atracție pentru turiști români prin tot ceea ce oferă. De aici, de când acostăm pe râul Sava și cu accesul la cetate și la centru istoric, cât și celelalte obiective pe care le-ați văzut sunt impresionante aici. Cu o istorie și cu o cultură diversificată, ținând cont atât și de malul Belgradului vechi, Belgradul nou, regiunea cu influența austro-ungară, e o minunăție.